Hello and welcome to my session. In today's session, I have planned to represent a new version manager called Git. Git is a distributed version manager which I have planned to introduce you for solving the object dependency between the object and also using some other feature for the merging the source code activity. I found it quite useful and I would like to share that one with you. In today's session, as you can see, we have 4 lines which each line represent production, UAT, QA, and also development, and 2 changes will happen during the session. The first change is related to the developer 1 and the second change is related to the developer 2. Both of them are working on one single object, bbg perm calc, and they will do their modification, submit their changes. First, developer 1 finishes changes and submit, and that change will go to the QAT, and then developer 2 will do the changes and submit his modification, and he submit his changes, and both of them will go to the QA. While both of them are in the QA team will approve the changes related to the dev one. Dev one supposed to go to the UAT, and after that it will go to the production, and finally the changes related to the developer 2 will go to the UAT and also to the production. I'm starting doing this. First I will create 2 folders for developer 1 and developer 2. Over here I have developer 1 and developer 2. Git is the distributed version manager. It means that when we create a repository, they are not similar to each other. I'm using this one. It will create a set of files which is available for this project. Over here, if you see, let's start to download the file, and all the files are available over here. I will do the same for the dev2. Alright. Okay, now meanwhile we will go and see what are the branches which is available in the server. We have master, you just ignore it, demo UAT, demo QA, demo production, and demo dev. The same set of the branches should be available in our local repository. Alright, I'm using Visual Studio Code for this demo. Alright. Over here, I show you list of the branches we have. Alright, as you can see, development, production, QA, and UAT. If you remember, production, UAT, QAT, and dev we're supposed to have, and the same is available over here. Alright, for this activity, we are right now in the dev1 folder. I have planned to create a new branch from development branch. Alright, so I will name that branch as a demo work in progress dev1, and I have planned to create this one from demo dev. Alright, then I will do the same on the other folder dev2. Alright, the terminal, you can see over here it mentioned dev2. I'm just increasing the font a little bit, make it more obvious. So over here, now again, if I run the same branch command, we will have dev1, and over here, if I run the same command, I don't have that because we are in distributed version manager, and the developer 1 and developer 2 copy are different from each other. All right. Over here also again I will create another branch from, so over here demo, I'm running git branch, I have work in progress dev2, over here work in progress dev1, and if we go to the server doesn't have dev1 or dev2. All right, now both developer are start working on a change. For finding a file, you just need to type the object you are looking for. ppg pro calculation. Right. In the package specification, in line 52, I will add one comment, add a new change for work in progress developer 1. Alright, I'm saving the changes simultaneously. The other developer also, ppg perm calc. He is also adding a new line on line 55, add a new change for work in progress dev2 add. Right, now these two changes, they are not on the server. Let me erase this as well. There is a tab which is which enable you to see your modification in the system. As you can see, I clicked on the object which I modified. Over here, list of the object which is modified will appear for you. Just for reference, this line added recently. Over here also we can do the same. As you can see, dev2 added to the screen. Okay, we need to add this change to the repository. You can do it in two ways: git add prod. Now my new changes are staged, or I can use this button to move these changes as a stage changes. Changes for demo. Sorry. By pressing this button, it will commit your changes. Over here, if you want to do it with the command, we just need to write git commit -m the changes for work in progress demo work in progress dev2. Alright, over here our changes committed in locally, but still it didn't move to the server, so server is still not aware about your changes. Now I can do that by just writing git push dash up dash set dash upstream origin demo work in progress one. We need to create this branch basically on the git server, so now it will be appearing on the server. Alright, or do the same by just push. Now there is no income or out outcome activity, so you can assume that your changes already pushed to the server. All right, these two changes are there. From the console itself, we are able to see these changes by just clicking over here. All right, now developer finished his job, or developer wants to add some more modification. I assume based on this scenario, the developer 2 observed that he need to do some more modification, so he will come here and add a second line for demo dev2. Okay, I'm adding a new change, then add a change for dev2. Okay, I'm pushing the changes again to the server, so on that specific branch you should be able to see two changes. And over here still you might not have all the changes based on the setting. You are able to have the details. For example, over here, since I use these buttons, it automatically synchronized my changes with the server. As you can see over here, there is a new additional changes, and change for demo 2, and our master development, UAT or production are placed in here. Let me show you. Yeah, UAT, QAT, production dev are still in here. On the other machine, I'm expecting to don't see these changes. We are in developer 1. Yeah, it's refreshing automatically in my machine based on the setup which I did. So but if you use the command prompt, it will not synchronize your source code basically. All right, so now we are in here. Developer finished their changes, and they want to submit their changes to the dev branch. All right, the changes need to move to the dev branch. This activity I will explain in next few minutes. Okay, now changes related to the dev1 and dev2 supposed to go to the development branch. Let's see how from the console you can do it. I'm going to branches. All right, developer 1 and developer 2, they can raise a merge request. This merge request changes for demo dev1. I want to assign it to some person to do it. For example, I will assign it to myself. You can assign to different person. Then change the branch. I have planned to merge this one with the dev branch. Okay, yes, dev one with dev. Okay. Submit a merge request. All right, I basically, as a person who supposed to receive this merge request, I receive this assigned to yourself, and I can go and approve this and close this merge request, or I can revert it. Different things I can do with this one. I just press this merge. This changes right now for dev1 supposed to move to the dev branch. All right, over here still it didn't synchronize. Maybe I just synchronize the source code. Let's see what will happen. Definitely in dev I should go up. I'm expecting. Oh yes. All right. As you can see, that the develop whatever happened for the dev one is already merged with the demo dev branch, and right now we are over here. Okay, dev 2 changes should not be available in the dev branch itself. All right, let's take a look at the source code bbg perm calc. Right now I'm in dev 1, and you can see my command. Now first I will go to the production. Actually I forgot to show you the development. So let's see these changes, is it available in the production? The answer is no. Then let's go to the UAT. The answer is no. In the QA environment, the answer is no. And then what about in the dev? You can see in the dev these changes are there. Okay, now again we will move the changes for the changes related to the dev 2 is not contain the changes related to the dev 1 in line 52. If you remember, we have the changes, but over here in the dev 2 those changes are not available. Okay, dev 2 also can do the same as I said earlier. So based on the scenario which I designed, dev 1 changes already mixed with the dev branch, then dev branch can move to the QA. Again, from the console I can do the same. Now I can create a merge request, new merge request. Then in this merge request I am going to select dev branch with the QA branch. Okay, compare and do the merging. Assign to myself. Merge request. I press the merge. Alright, these changes right now move to the QA. Previously, if you remember, we didn't have those changes over here. Let me take the latest source code in my local repository. Alright, now I will go to the QA, git pull. Alright, as you can see, I took the latest changes from the server. So these changes on the development and QA already available, but still we are not see the changes related to the dev 2. Alright, now developer 2 will submit his modification. Right now in this drawing we are over here, this one finished, this one finished, and we are here. We want to go and merge the changes related to the merge. This scenario which I'm implementing is a happy scenario. Definitely there is a chance that there was be a conflict, and those conflicts need to be addressed. So changes related to the demo VIP dev 2 supposed to merge. I am here. Okay, we are able to delete the source branch. Over here I'm not doing that. Alright, then I'm merging the code. Okay, now my changes should move to the dev environment. Let's see, is it happen? I'm going to this, then let's take a look at changes. Not It's okay. It's already took the changes. All right, as you can see, development one changes first move to the demo dev, and then changes related to the dev 2, which is contain two changes, move to the uh, demo dev branch. I added online 52, and over here we added two lines. All right, and Git automatically merge these changes together over here, and in the dev branch, if I go, I have changes related to the change 1 as well as change 2. Right, let's go to that branch and see what we can see. Yes, as you can see, you have the changes for the dev 1 and also for dev 2. But uh, if you see over here, I mark until here, it should not be available in the QA branch. Let's go to the QA branch. You can see only the development, whatever related to the development 1 is available over here. Okay, now we go back to the graph. All right, now we can move the changes to the QA environment. So again, I will go to the dashboard. I will raise another merge request. Merge request. Okay, from the source, from dev, move to the QA. Continue. Assign it to myself. Merge. Okay, now both changes should be appear in the dev and QA. Let's see how this graph from here it will change to the top. All right, as you can see, right now QA and dev branch, they are similar. All right, this let me do git pull dash dash. So it will refresh the local repository as well. Okay. All right. Now what I have planned to do is that now two changes move to the QA. All right. But one of the changes, which is initially moved to the server, which is the dev 1, initially we moved, and then dev 2 wants to move to the customer UAT. Okay, so from the locally, if I want to do this activity, I should create a new temporary branch and move these changes to that specific branch. But let's see, can we do it with this merge request? Okay, now for moving the changes related to the dev1 to the UAT, we need to use a feature called cherry pick, or we can create a temporary branch which I created over here. I want to show you how from the GitLab console you can do this change merge activity. All right, over here I will go to my commit list, then I will go to the branch of development, which is contain my latest development changes. All right, merge branch demo work in progress dev 1 into the demo dev. I need these changes. I can go inside. All right, my changes is appear over here. I want these changes to move to the UAT. All right, so I'm pressing options, cherry pick. Cherry pick will take that specific changes or changes until over there to the to another environment. Okay, I'm doing cherry pick. All right, these changes will take these changes from this commit. Each change in GitLab or Git will represent by 40 uh, character and digital number, which call it commit number. All right, and this represent that specific changes for the demo work in progress dev one. All right, we move this to the UAT. All right, I will do the merge. All right, right now the source code merged into that. Let's see how it will represent it over here for us. Yes, right now the UAT is in here, the down part. Okay, as you can see right now UAT moved to the top. It shows that there is a cherry pick. Now in the UAT we should be able to see the changes related to the dev1 is available. All right, then after that maybe we can move the full set of the changes to the customer production. All right, so over here I'm again creating another merge request. UAT, now we want to move all the changes to the customer production. All right, so I'm doing the same. Assign it to myself. Where is the request? Over here in our local repository, if you see, we if I move to the production, still it should show the initial codes without having any line in line 52 or even 55. All right, but once I complete this merge request, all right, now over here I'm refreshing the source code. All right, as you can see, now I'm in production and this new line added to the repository. Let's take a look at this. All right, yeah, this one also refreshed. Okay, as you can see, this cherry pick which we took from the development one and moved to the UAT, and from the UAT right now it's moved to the production. Okay, now after moving the changes related to the dev1 to the production, now I want to move all the changes related to the dev2 as well to the UAT and then to the production. So I'm creating a new merge request. In this merge request source branch, I will select QA. I have planned to move it to the UAT. All right. Okay, I will assign it to Amir. QA to UAT, submit. Let's see. Okay, over here you can find some details, and the details related to the changes supposed to go also can be found over here. You can open any of these and see what are the modifications happen, and also you can find all the comments which will include in this merging activity. Anyway, I will do that. Okay, now I merge the QA with the UAT. Let's go and see how it will look like. now our QA is here, it should go over here. Okay, as you can see, whatever changes was in the QA already merged with the UAT. So UAT is contain the latest changes, and it is upper than the production. All right, the same can happen for the moving the changes to the production. Let's update this list as well. So we move the changes for the dev1 to the UAT and then production. Then now what we did, whatever changes was related to the dev2 move to the from QA move to the UAT, and now we have run to move it to the production. Let's go here. Merge request. From UAT, we have run to move the changes to the production. UAT to production, merge. Now both changes related to the line 1 and line 2 should be available. If you go here, we are in production, you can see only dev1 is there. Now if I refresh, dev2 changes also should appear in line 52, 55 and 56 if I'm not making a mistake. Let's see how the graph will change. Now this production UAT should be in the same line. Ah, yes. Now whatever was related to the UAT move to the production. Alright, the change happened. Oh yes, now we are in production in PPG Perm Calc. We have the changes related to the dev2 and also dev1. Alright, so this represents how Git is working and how Git manage the changes, and also the full feature of which is available for each developer right now is still for developer 1. Since I didn't update it, it didn't refresh the repository. If I take the latest change out, right now my machine is updating the changes related to this repository from the server automatically, so it will picking all the changes as you can see, and all the changes already appeared over here. The same feature is also available in the Git itself. You can see all your changes over here on a proper design, and even the changes related for that cherry pick, which I guess it is the one. Yeah, okay, this one also couldn't draw it very properly. It's supposed to take the changes from the dev and show it, but couldn't. Anyway, this is the best possible way to represent how the changes for a single object can handle and move to the UAT production or QA environment in Git for the PLSQL files. Thank you for your time.